Hello everyone, it's Alex and welcome back to my injury recovery yoga series. Today's class is going to be yoga stretches for chronic pain. So if you're someone who suffers with chronic pain, this class is just going to be really easy and gentle stretches on the body. We're not going to do anything too intense, too upbeat. It's going to just be nice and gentle and relaxing and hopefully relieve some of that stress, some of that pain that you're feeling in your body. You need no equipment, just a mat and a little bit of floor space. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're unable to join me for this video right now, go ahead and save it to your watch later. That way you can come back and join me whenever you have time. Alright everyone, we're going to get started in a seated position on our mat with our feet in front of us, about hip width distance apart. I want you to place your hands underneath your knees. You're going to take a nice big deep breath and grow really tall through the spine. And on your exhale, you're going to take a slow, and I mean a very slow roll down, going vertebrae by vertebrae, engaging a little bit through the abs. We're going to make our way all the way onto our backs. But again, just take this nice and slow, tucking your chin in towards your chest. Once you get down to the back of your mat, go ahead and bring your feet in a little bit closer towards your glutes. Imprint the small part of your spine into the mat. Lay your hands down beside you. I want you to feel like you're lengthening through the top of your head so you have a nice long and tall spine. I don't want you to shorten through here. Your chest is flat, your shoulders are down. Taking a big deep breath. And on your exhale, I want you to bring your hands or your elbows, bend your elbows so they're parallel with your shoulders. Just so your hands are flat, the back of your hands are flat on the mat. And then I want you to just bring your knees down to your left side. So we're just going to be laying on our back. We're going to take this nice and slow. This entire class is going to be nice and slow. We're not going to be moving very quick. I want you to just really focus on being gentle with your body, finding these stretches that feel comfortable for you. I don't want you to force your body to do anything that's too painful. I want this to be a very loving, gentle stretch for your body. So we're just going to bring our knees from side to side. Keep those elbows wide so you have a flat chest. Relax through your fingertips. And again, taking this as slow or as fast as you like. We're just focusing on opening up those hips, also twisting through the spine. Nice and gentle, loving movements with the body. Each exhale, you're just bringing those knees down. And still maintaining that tall, lengthening sensation through the spine. You want a nice, long torso. Good, just a couple more. Just kind of waking up the lower half of the body with these gentle movements. Good, let's do two more. One, last one, and two. Very nice. Go ahead and hug both knees into the chest, grabbing hold of your knees with your hands. Hug them in, give yourself a nice squeeze, tensing up your muscles for just one little breath. And on your exhale, go ahead and just rock yourself up gently, doesn't have to be super forced. And then we're just going to come onto our hands and our knees in an all fours position. So make your way there again. Doesn't matter how you get there, just meet me there in the center of your mat. Placing your hands right underneath your shoulders, your knees are right underneath your hips. The top of your feet are planted firmly into the mat. Start by focusing on, again, just growing that nice tall spine here. You want to be stretching out through the top of your head and reaching out through your tailbone. Beautiful. On your inhale, go ahead and drop the belly towards the mat, looking up towards the sky. We're going to take a cat-cow here. And on your exhale, reaching the chest into the chin into the chest, arching out through the spine. Good. Inhale to look up. And exhale, rounding out. Separating the shoulder blades. Again, just being very gentle with the body. If at any point any of this becomes really uncomfortable, just come into a child's pose and then meet me whenever you're ready. So push as much as you can into the mat with your hands. You really want to feel like you're pushing the mat away from you as you round out the spine. And on your inhale, you really want to drop that belly, look up towards the sky. Feel free to keep your eyes closed throughout this practice so you really come into your body and you can feel each sensation as you move through these stretches, as you move through each asana. And you can focus on your breath, focus on what feels good for you, focus on which areas don't feel so good today. Make this class feel good for you. It's all about you today, whatever feels good for you. Again, let's take one more inhale, looking up towards the top or the sky. And on your exhale, pushing back. Very nice. Come to a neutral spine here. Go ahead and tuck your toes, and then we're going to send our hips up high, super slow into our first downward dog. This is our first downward dog, so I want you to take this slow as you feel the back of the leg stretching. So whenever you're ready, taking a big deep inhale. And on your exhale, push your hips up, starting to straighten out through the knees. Slowly pushing those hands into the mat, rolling the shoulders down. If you'd like for this first downward dog to keep a nice bend in your knee, you are more than welcome to do so. But keep pushing those hands into the mat. I want you to feel like you're trying to push the top of the mat away from you. Good, bringing that chest down, sending the hips up high, and then if you can, see if you can start to straighten out those legs little by little, coming into a full downward dog. If you need to keep your knees bent for this first downward dog, you're more than welcome to do so the entire time. But if you are feeling up to it, see if you can straighten out those legs. Taking a big deep breath here. And an exhale. And again, another big deep breath. And exhale. One more big deep breath in through the nose. On your exhale, go ahead and walk out the dog a couple times. So bending one knee and straightening the other. Again, making this feel nice and good for your body. This is you stretching out the back of your legs, your calves. You can also stretch out the feet by going onto that arched foot, stretching out the toes, the ankles. Nice, keep walking it out here. Good, on your inhale, hold that downward dog, stretching out through the spine. On your exhale, look to the top of the mat, and then I want you to take maybe 4 or 6 steps all the way up until you get to the very, very top of your mat. From here, have a slight bend in your knees, grab hold of your elbows with your hands, let your head fall down towards the mat, and then just take a nice rock side to side. Just being very gentle with our spine, letting our body hang loose over top of our legs, holding no tension in our neck and our face and our shoulders and our spine. Awesome. Then from here, go ahead and place your hands back down on the mat. Again, keep that slight bend. We're going to take a nice roll up for 4 counts. So take a big deep inhale and an exhale. On your next inhale, go ahead and start to roll up through the spine for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way to standing, roll your shoulders back, taking a nice big deep breath here. Nice, and then from here, we're just gonna be rolling down and up, coming into our forward fold and standing, just rolling out through the spine, taking it again as slow or as fast as you'd like. Make sure your feet are hip width distance apart. You're standing up nice and tall. If you need to keep your knees bent in that forward fold, you're more than welcome to. However, if you can, try to keep those knees straight so you're feeling that stretch in the back of your hamstrings. You're going to keep your arms just hanging loose down by your side. I don't want you to hold any tension in your arms. We're going to start by lowering the chin in towards the chest, and you're slowly going to start to roll down all the way through the spine. Once you get there, taking a big deep breath. On your exhale, go ahead and roll up. I want you to really feel like you're focusing on each vertebrae as you roll up to the top. Roll your shoulders back, just like that. We're going to take it 3 more times. Again, just rolling down through the spine, massaging it out, coming all the way into our forward fold, and then slowly rolling up. And again, 2 more times. Rolling down, letting your arms, your hands hang loose. You don't want to hold any tension in your upper body. And rolling up. Last one, roll it down. And roll it up all the way to standing. Good. Once you get here, take it a big deep inhale. Reach your arms up towards the sky. Go ahead and grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale as you reach those shoulders up to the ears. And then on your exhale, we're going to take a nice side stretch. Now take this really gently. If you go really far to the side, this is going to be more of an intense stretch. But if you just think about opening up through the sides of the body and just having a slight arch through the side, you'll feel a nice opening through that side, your right side of your body, and you're going to feel a nice stretch. So on your inhale, I want you to grow tall. On your exhale, you're just going to bring your hands over to the left side of your body as you stretch out through the right. Find that nice arch. On your inhale, come back to center. On your exhale, go ahead and reach your body over to the right, keeping those hips square, and back to center. Let's do it 2 more times on each side. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale. Inhale through center. And an exhale. 1 more on each side. Inhale, grow tall. And an exhale. And inhale. 1 more time over onto the right. Very nice. Good. On your inhale, bring your hands back to that prayer position. Look up towards your hands. On your exhale, just open those elbows out to the side. Slight arch with the upper body. Good. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Very nice. On your exhale, go ahead and swan dive down very slowly, coming back into that forward fold. Let your head hang. From here, I want you to step back into a high plank, and then just lower down your chest, or your knees, your chest, and then your chin, and then just come all the way down onto your stomach. Beautiful job. From here, keep your hands right by underneath your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. I want you to just focus on lengthening out through your body. So I want you to feel like someone's pulling your feet out underneath you, so you have nice long legs. Your legs should be right underneath your hips. And then you're growing super tall through that head. So you want to feel like something's pulling your head up to the top of your mat. So you're nice and long here. I want you to keep your hands planted right underneath your shoulders. You're going to bend your right knee, so bring that heel in towards your glute. And then we're going to take a spinal twist, but laying on our stomach. So what you're going to do is you're going to drop that right foot down towards the left side of the mat. You're going to open up that hip and then just let this hip stack, your right hip stack on top of your left. Keeping that knee bent and trying to square off your shoulders. This is kind of an awkward stretch, but this is a really nice, gentle spinal twist. And just keep those hands planted. Good. Exhale to come back to center. We're going to do it 4 times on each side. Bring that left heel in towards the glute. You can prop that right elbow up onto the side if that's a little bit more comfortable for you. Open up that left hip and then stack it on top of the right. Nice. And return back to center. Same thing, 2 more times on each side. So bend the right heel in towards the foot. Stack the right hip on top of the left. And back to center. And take it again on the left. So this was really nice, opening up through the spine here, opening up through the chest, opening up through the hips as well, and the quads. This is a nice full body stretch. Come back to center. 1 more time, over onto the right. And back to center, lay that leg down long and over to the left. Very nice. Coming back to center, go ahead and place those hands right underneath your shoulders. You're just gonna push yourself up, coming back into a child's pose. So sink your hips down low, reach those arms forward. I want you to feel a nice stretch through the upper body here as you rest that forehead down on the mat. Let out a big deep exhale once you get here. Awesome job. From here, go ahead and lift your head up, and then I want you to slowly bring your stomach back down on the mat. Awesome. Then from here, we're going to go deeper into the quads. Still laying on our stomach, I want you to keep this left hand pressed into the mat. You're going to bend your right heel in towards your glute, and then you're going to reach back with that right hand and then slowly start to bring that heel in towards your glutes. This is a very gentle quad stretch. It's not quite as intense to say if you were sitting on your glutes or if you had your knee up in a lunge. This is a lot more gentle on the body, and you're just starting to press that heel slowly in. If you don't feel much in this stretch, if this feels too easy, you're more than welcome to bring this heel on the outside of your glute and try to bring it towards the mat. However, if this feels just enough for you, you just want to keep thinking about pushing that heel down towards the glute and very gently just pressing your hand over top of that ankle. Nice, and then we're going to switch it out. Go ahead and bring that right foot down. Bring in the left heel in this time. We're going to take it on each side once more after this. So just squeezing the left heel in. Keeping that right hand planted into the mat. Forehead is down. And you're still lengthening out through that bottom leg, so it's nice and long underneath your hip. Awesome, and then release, and then once more on either side, just to see if you can go a little bit further. And I want you to keep those knees together. You don't want to open up that right knee out to the side of the mat. You want to squeeze your knees together. That's really going to get into your quad. Awesome, release, and then last time on the left, grab hold of that ankle, push the heel in towards the glutes. Big deep inhale here and an exhale. Awesome. Go ahead and release. Place your hand back down on the mat. Push back. Open those knees wide so they're about mat width distance apart. Then sink your hips back into your final child's pose. So really reach those arms forward. Let the tailbone go down. Resting the forehead over top of the mat. Taking a big deep inhale here. And an exhale. One more big deep inhale. And an exhale. Awesome. On your next inhale, go ahead and roll back up into an all fours position. Take a few cat-cows here just to reset the spine. Nice, and then whenever you're ready, come back into a seated position in the very center of your mat. Cross your legs. We'll end this practice with just one big deep breath together. So inhale as you reach your arms all the way up to the sky. And then exhale, bring your hands back down to your heart. Thanking yourself for such a wonderful, beautiful practice. I hope your body feels nice and stretched out. It was gentle. I hope you feel relaxed, and I can't wait to see you next time on the mat. Thank you guys so much for watching today's class. If you want to check out more of our content or see our whole series, you can go ahead and download our app, Yoga Plus, which is located in the description below.
Introducing Yoga Plus, offering a free series every month with over 300 different videos. Take control of your health. Work out anytime, anywhere. Yoga Plus. Download now for free.